Hello beautiful people and welcome to our new video. Today let us do inquiry on why don't we change and can we change at all. So to start with this inquiry we have to see first, do we want to change? Why the change is necessary in our life and the way that we are living in this world, and also we have to look why we are not changing. As always, I encourage you to develop the skill of observations. In every my video I talk about how you have to be able to watch and observe without wanting to change anything, without having a thought in your head that says this is good, this is bad, I like it, I don't like it. So train yourself, watch, observe without thinking. Then your true intelligence can come out and see what really is, and not see through the illusion of your thought and your own beliefs. Now, if you have developed that skill, you are starting to see that what really is. When one becomes choicely aware of the world that we are living in, and when it sees that the world is you and you are the world, then it's absolutely necessary to change. But let us stay by that. The world is you and you are the world. Let us observe that and see deeply and watch and observe what that really means. Are you an individual? Look at your life. Look at the life of other people around you. Are we individuals? Or we are human society? So, from the perspective of a body, you are individual. There is your body with the characteristic and individual shapes, with special character, with special memories that you have inside of you. But if you take a little bit further view, if you look from another perspective, you will see that you are not so different from your friend, and your friend is not different from your enemy. Why? The human brain has evolved through the centuries and became this what it is today. Not just centuries, millions of years. And it's a very old brain. And we think it's my brain. No, it's not my brain. The brain you have get with this body, and it has evolved through the time. When the brain has developed through the time, it became bigger, had more information to store on it, and also it has more memory built in when you are born. Now, how is that possible? Genes contain memory, and the memory and the traits of how your personality will be is stored in that. First, you have to realize that you have the same brain as every other person. One is a little bit more intelligent, one is not. One is a little bit more delusional, other is not so much delusional. But at the core of itself, we are all human beings. And all human beings have the same brain. Now, let's move from the body, shapes and brain to that which is developed also through a time, and that is a thought. What is same for all human beings? It is a thought. The thought is developed through the time, also as a brain. So, you have watched, observed and stored information. And every day that you are looking and observing, you are storing that information and you're collecting more and more and more. So, the thought is collected through the time. It's a memory. And this memory, we think it's us. If you ask yourself, who are you really? Let's put away awareness to the side and see just this ego, what it is really. It's nothing else than a memory. The observer is the observed. How? The one who is observing, or the observer, have collected information from this world. Then this memory has created a thought, I am. But this I am can be also observed. There comes awareness. So you are everything from the ego perspective that you have collected in this world in your memory. And what is the same for every other human being? It is that they have also collected almost the same identical memory, but little bit different traits. Someone has had more problems in their lives. Some has had more traumatic experiences. Someone was happy. Someone had more nice experience. But deep down, from the egoic side, we are all the same. We are the world, and the world is us. So if you have that seen, if you have truly understand, not just intellectually, but watch it, observe it, see the truth, you are the world, then it becomes necessary for you to change yourself. And by changing yourself, you are changing the world. Now, how can you change yourself? You have to be completely observer. So, to truly change yourself, you have to start watching, observing, and see that your small problems, not that they are not important, but they are not the most important problems of the world. We are so concentrated on our little problems. We spend all of our energy dividing our attention constantly, trying to fix one problem, and by trying to fix another problem, by trying to fix this problem, we create another problem. And that is going so constantly. Our brain has no rest. It's constantly mechanically active. All it's doing is bringing up thoughts from the past, changing them now, and preparing them for future. So we are trying to solve all our problems by thinking, and missing our greatest tool that we have, and that is our intelligence. When you start to watch and observe yourself, the world around you, without thoughts inside of your brain constantly running around, then the true intelligence start to operate through you. Then you start to changing yourself, and by changing yourself, you are changing the whole world. So, as long as your brain is constantly active, without a second being still and watchful, you cannot change yourself, because you are so busy with your own little problems, and you cannot see the bigger picture. You cannot see the whole world. The true intelligence cannot operate through you, because you are slowing down your own intelligence. Now, how is that possible? Let's look at the thought. The thought is always translated to the word. And before that, the thought has to be created, then has to be translated to the world, to the word. I will often use computer analogy for this. Let's imagine you have the fastest AMD or Intel processor in your computer, and it's capable of unbelievable speeds, but you use the old hard drive from 10 years ago. What is happening? Your computer is bottlenecking. It cannot operate at the maximal speed because this hard drive is just too slow to translate the information and use it for your computer. The same happens with your brain. When you are constantly thinking, the brain has to create a thought, then translate this thought into a word. And this is bottlenecking your intelligence. It's making your brain dull and slowing him down. You have to start watching and observing without thinking. And the true intelligence, your true potential will be unlocked. Your true energy will flow. There will be no dividement inside of you. You will be operating at your maximum. So, start by watching, observing. Start by choicelessly be aware of the world and yourself around you. Observe yourself in a day-to-day life, in a conversation with other people, in everything that you do. That is the biggest meditation that you can do in your life. There is no greater meditation than to watch and be aware of yourself while are you interacting with other people. And start by asking, and also you can finish with this question: why am I not still changing? With this question, I leave you today, and I wish that you implement this in your life. As always, to try it for yourself, to see the truth in it. Because without actually doing this, there is no benefit from these words. Thank you for watching. Please watch some more videos and do this. It's very important. And until next time, infinite love to all of you.